Hey, what's up everyone? We are here for Wellness Wednesday number 9. We're gonna get case specific this week. Okay, so we're gonna talk about rib pain and ribs going out of place. Okay, so first thing that I wanna talk about, just ribs in general, bones in general, they don't go out of place unless there's some sort of trauma that makes them dislocate, which sends you out to a different provider. Okay, so we always get the classic, my rib's out of place, my bone's out of place, and you may hear us joke with you and say, well, the old refrigerator joke, where'd it go? But really, we're gonna kind of talk about what's happening with that rib pain that you're feeling. So the presentation may be really sharp, just between my shoulder blade, wherever that pain is located, it hurts every time I take a breath in. It occurred after I bent over, picked something up, just really random occurrences that can happen with that rib pain, okay? So what happens and why you're experiencing that pain and why it feels like the bone is out of place, well, there's a muscle that wraps around the rib head called the Levator Costarum, okay? So when you tweak that muscle, it spasms up, it locks down, and it restricts motion within the rib itself and then in the spine as well, as we're getting that normal extension. Okay, so when we have that spasm, think about and why you have that breath pain or pain when you're breathing. Every time that we take a breath in, we have a little rotation within the ribs itself. I'm gonna grab my spine, even though there's not ribs attached, but so the ribs attach to the body here, and when that muscle spasms and we try and take a breath in, we have that natural just little rotation there. That muscle just alerts us and kind of lets us know that there's stuff going on. So that's why it hurts so much to breathe. Okay, so our job in here, one is to rule out all the stuff that may need further imaging. You may not be in here, whether it could be like a fracture or anything like that. But typically with that presentation of a random occurrence that just happened, I couldn't breathe after, hurts to move, anything like that, where we have a pretty good idea that it's a rib pain. So what we do in here, we just gently mobilize the area, okay? So with that whole bone going out of place, we're actually just restoring that motion because it's actually just restricted via the muscles that are clamping down. So we're just lightly getting motion in there at first because you can't really tolerate too much. But at home, we're gonna encourage you to get more motion, ice if necessary to help with the pain tolerance. And then we're gonna do the light breathing activities because we gotta get that good length back in the muscle, even though it hurts like a son of a gun. We just want to get some good motion between the adjusting the motion and the breathing. Okay, so absolutely, the rib pain that you're feeling is kind of like the rib out of place, but it's more just the muscle spasm. So the things that we do in here with the adjusting, the breathing, other rehab, just to kind of utilize and give the brain access to muscles all the way around the joints themselves. And then other things that work really well is our laser here. So that decreases inflammation, speeds up healing with new cell growth, new cell metabolism, things like that. So wanted to get a little specific with you guys with different cases that we've been seeing lately, and we can definitely help you. So if you or anyone you know that has any rib pain that's going on, we would love to help you out. Go ahead and give our front desk a call and get in our schedules. And like I said, we'd love to take care of you. It takes about a week, 2 weeks. The biggest thing is just sticking with the plan and knowing that it's gonna get better. Okay, so with that, I'm just gonna leave you guys. Wish you a great Wednesday afternoon. It's beautiful out. Again, go take a walk, get some vitamin D in there, get some exercise, move those joints. And yeah, we're gonna see you next week. Next week, we're gonna talk about nutrition. So look forward to that. I'm gonna give you a couple tips on what to do, what foods to avoid, why nutrition is important, and all that fun stuff. So look forward to it. Other than that, like I said, have a great Wednesday and we'll see you next week. See you, everyone.